South City. 2020 has been the year of the pandemic, and as numbers in India go up, we are opening up. Opening up shops, businesses, restaurants, office and schools, and along with that, elections.
Yes, elections to the South City Board of Managers 2020-2023, which after a fair amount of delay due to the pandemic is finally upon us. Elections where you get to choose a set of individuals who you trust to make South City the gold standard in residential communities with benchmark facilities, operations and services.
But is it enough? Is a residential community the sum total of the facilities, plant and machinery and maintenance, or is it much more?
It's the people, the owners, the residents, the tenants, the security, the housekeeping staff, the maintenance staff, the office managers. The elected set of board managers would have to go far beyond maintaining the support and operational activities, but have to bring together everyone in this journey, be inclusive and be transparent. It is only then can we truly unleash what South City can be.
But how are things currently? Aren't things going along just fine? Haven't we achieved anything? Do we need to change?
Past boards, and we have had quite a few of them, have done a commendable job. They have achieved some small and some very significant steps in making South City a better place. But mistakes have happened. Questions have been raised, allegations have been made, mistrust has crept in. We have become more partisan. Rather than working together, every issue has pitted one side against the other. And yet, the journey is far from over. Issues remain, and so does a lot of unfinished work.
In these circumstances, some individuals have come together on the basis of an idea that we do better, that we can improve things.
Guided by a set of common values, foremost of which are honesty, inclusivity, and transparency, they have come to refer to themselves as Team South City. And they are on a mission to utilize CAM better, of generating surplus from club operations, and looking at more innovative ways of revenue generation. But more importantly, they would look to promote greater participation from more South Cityans, upholding that which is dear to us, our cultural ethos and value systems.
Team South City thus has a vision to make South City the best gated community in line with global standards. But what will they focus on?
Good question. There are mainly 6 focus areas: external infrastructure, club management, energy automation and IT services, festivals and people connect, safety and environment management, new initiatives.
Sounds like you're covering a lot of things, and indeed, they are the right things. But of these, external infrastructure has to be on the top of the list. After all, the basement seepage is really bad. The external walls are crying out for repairs. And well, it's about time we got KMC water. Even the lift lobbies and tower receptions need to be worked on.
True, but equally important is the club management. We have such an amazing facility. We should definitely do so much better with how we run it. Better marketing will get in more revenue with which we can ensure world-class facilities. Why? We shouldn't even need to head out to any other social clubs in Kolkata if we ran it the right way.
I agree. And you know what? We could surely do better on energy automation and IT services. After all, in today's world, with the implementation of the right technologies, South Cityans could have a much more convenient and comfortable life.
Well, a major unifying factor in any community are festivals and how people connect.
We have drifted a bit on this, haven't we?
True, and it's a bit sad. And thus, Team South City commits to bringing people together. Music clubs, literary events, cultural events right across the year will get people together, while having help desks will ensure people never feel disconnected and have the right information always.
But all this is good, but there are basic issues as well. Recently, a friend of ours got chased by a stray dog and it was scary.
I know. And the stray dogs are a bit of a menace. Team South City intends to have a major focus on stray dog management. But why keep it at that? Fire and disaster management is a crucial aspect in a large community as ours, and so is waste management and better landscaping.
All of that is fair, but I have trouble even while making a simple mobile phone call.
I know the feeling, and as a part of new initiatives, Team South City wants to focus on a number of innovative and new initiatives as well. And Team South City has the right people. Some bring in relevant expertise for specific focus areas, while some can help out in multiple different areas. A fresh set of faces, along with a few who have been board managers in the past. From corporate heads to civil service officers, to cricketers, to ship captains, to social workers, this set of individuals bring together significant experience across a wide range of industries across the world. They intend to leverage their professional expertise in bringing forth a fresh approach to how South City can operate and thrive.
Well, why don't we get to know them better?
First up is Mr. Amarnath Banerjee, an industry leader who has more than 36 years of experience in various leadership positions in thermal plants of leading PSUs of India. He has also served on the board and took care of the infrastructure portfolio quite successfully.
Wow, that is impressive and will surely help the board. Who else?
Well, Archana Gulati has come forward.
I heard that she has been involved in the past as a board manager and had done excellent work in response management and new initiatives. Not one to mince her words, she would be an asset in the board as she brings on board more than 10 years of corporate experience as well.
True, but joining them is an accomplished gentleman and a sportsman.
Let me guess, Mr. Ashok Malhotra?
Yes, but besides having represented India in 7 tests and 10 ODIs, did you know that he happens to be one of the very few level 3 coaches in India? His coaching assignments include coaching the Indian as well as the Bengal teams. Surely the board could do with him looking after our sports facilities.
And along with him, we have another gentleman who has been an avid cricketer himself, Mr. Ashish Mukhopadhyay. Having long served as the director in Naresh Kumar and Company Limited, he retired in 2017 but has been contributing in activities of Kolkata's leading social and sports clubs.
But we also have marine engineers who have thrown their hats in the fray. A first-class marine engineer, a chartered engineer and a fellow member of the Institute of Marine Engineers, Mr. Balaram Banerjee also takes a significant interest in sports. He is after all the VP of Veteran Sports Club in Kolkata and also has interest and takes part in theatre as well.
A residential association would surely be well served by this notable gentleman. Who else?
Another industry leader, Mr. Basudev Chaudhary, has a long and distinguished career, having retired from DVC as a chief engineer and project head of Mega Thermal Power Station, the largest power station of DVC.
Valuable experience indeed, as South City has a number of significant plant and machinery besides generic facilities.
Yes, but we also have Mr. Bibek R.T. Purakayasto coming forward as well. A distinguished career spanning more than 25 years in textiles, pharma, engineering and construction, he brings a single-minded focus on effective financial management and increasing transparency in the board's functioning. A feisty gentleman, he also wants to bring focus on an area which at times loses attention, the board's social responsibilities.
He has been on the board as well, and that will surely help. Even Mr. Debashish De has served on the board and he has come forward too. Very adept and an expert engineer, he brings extensive experience from the oil and gas industry. He was involved in the cultural activities during festivals and came out with a unique film cum theatre during Durga Puja. If elected, he would like to focus on the cultural activities in South City.
But with that, you need fresh eyes as well. Our master mariner, Captain Mr. Debashish Dotto, has a keen interest in improving the security ecosystem. housekeeping and maintenance services. Having more than 29 years of work experience in marine, maritime, and logistics, you would say he is more than capable to do so.
Indeed, the new with the experienced is always a good combination, and with no dearth of experience in South City's activities is Mr. Debashish Basu. Always in the thick of things and never one to shy away from helping others, he was instrumental in setting up Moitri, the support group for elders.
Yes, he did an incredible job in supporting the elders in South City when they could not step out of their houses. From grocery runs to cooked food, everything was at the doorstep. But often what is overlooked is that he has over 20 years of experience in the electrical appliances industry and a restaurateur as well, and runs a 70-seater fine dining restaurant and 2 huge banquets. Oh, we would do well with him helping club affairs.
Even Mr. Dinesh C. Bhuiya is also an engineer and brings over 40 years of industry experience. Although in the oil and gas industry, he brings eyes onto the environment and safety. The recipient of prestigious industry award, he intends to focus on a crucial aspect of South City, fire safety. Isn't that reassuring, as fire safety is always a concern?
Indeed, but so is health, especially these days.
Yes, life indeed has changed with the new normal.
And to guide us on health and healthcare is the illustrious Dr. Amit Kumar Paul, an eminent eye surgeon. He's currently the director of 2 eye centers and visiting consultant as well. Besides his own profession, somehow he finds time to contribute through Rotary and other NGOs as office bearer. But even more incredibly, he's an avid sports enthusiast, having played a number of sports throughout. If elected, he intends to establish a well-equipped medical center running 24/7.
Such a multifaceted and illustrious person would be so crucial in guiding the board. But along with him, we also have a young Turk, Mr. Indranil Das, with more than 20 years of professional experience in running industrial manufacturing units in India and US. He would be an asset to the board. And this is because he has served on the board in the past and, if elected, would hope to continue where he left off in improving club management.
And as we endeavored to be a perfect balance of the new and the experienced, we also have Mr. K.K. Saraf joining us. If elected, he would be crucial to the board as he brings wide-ranging experience of having worked with governments, semi-governmental organizations, and is associated with several NGOs as well. He is active within South City as he was instrumental in bringing together the South City Morning Walkers Yoga Group and has led the housekeeping portfolio in past boards as well.
Truly, South City has so many facets in its daily running, you would need multiple skill sets to ensure its smooth operations. But I haven't really heard of anyone who has worked on something everyone is so concerned about, climate change. Have you given it some thought?
Well pointed out, and that's why Mr. Molindu Banerjee has agreed to come forth. With extensive management experience, he is an implementer of UN-registered projects. We have so much to cover on sustainability, and he would be so crucial in guiding the board on sustainability, renewable energy if elected.
Ah, that's good. As a leading residential association, South City should be the benchmark when it comes to doing more for sustainability and renewables. It is assuring to see you have thought about this as well.
But not just sustainability. We need experts in legal issues as well, as we need help in KMC and a host of other issues. Keeping this in mind, stepped in Mr. Om Prakash Chandak. A member of the Bar Council of West Bengal since 1978, he has also served corporate houses, which places him in a unique position of balancing both spectrum.
Engineers, sportsmen, doctors, lawyers, I know who you have missed, bankers.
Hold on to your horses. We have Mr. Parthasarathi Ghosh, who has kindly joined us. A career banker with more than 39 years of experience, he has been with Standard Chartered Bank as well as Allahabad Bank in India, as well as stints abroad in Singapore and Bangladesh. A true risk man, he could be such an addition to ensuring this team is truly balanced. But to go a step further in ensuring the team is truly balanced, we even have Mr. Siddhartha Mitra coming forward.
A printer and a publisher of the leading Oriental research publication and literature, was he not?
Yes, and he has been on subcommittees of reputed social clubs in Kolkata. He is also a trustee of Vidyasagar Institute, the parent body of Vidyasagar Group of Colleges and Schools. He is also very active as a member of other reputed social clubs of Kolkata and is closely connected to the Ramakrishna Mutt and Mission.
Kudos on bringing him on board the team. I do see the balance clearly, and it gets reinforced as Mr. Shomik Dey has also agreed to come forward. An engineer MBA, I've heard he's a process guy and has been with Tata Motors, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Deloitte and HSBC. He has even served on 2 boards in the past and was instrumental in bringing in Apartment Adda, which has made the administration so much better.
But another young and committed person is Mr. Subir Chakraborty. Never to shy away from a challenge, he has worked really hard, whether that is as a board manager or as a subcommittee member. Club, infrastructure, energy, these are what gets him going. Fully committed to whatever he is doing, he brings forth an energy which could be so crucial to the board's functioning. Special mention is his LED project in South City. But besides that, he has had a distinguished education, and that shows in him being the senior AGM in Air India.
Next up is Mr. Suresh K. Somani, a commerce graduate who has been associated with business activities in the fields of finance, capital market and residential building construction. He is a distinguished gentleman who intends to focus his efforts on getting KMC Water, a major grouse among many in South City.
Another commerce graduate is Mr. Sujay Kaur, who besides being a GST practitioner has also been a director in a Kolkata-based SEO company. He even owns and runs a multi-activity center. He could leverage his experience in various different fields, although he does have some great ideas about the banquet facility.
But that brings us to Mr. Topun K. Bhattacharya, or TKB to many, a retired forest officer. You missed that. You even have a civil service officer in the team. Well, he has served across various locations in India during his service, but even now he advises Indian and MNCs on setting up industries. His commitment and focus is amply demonstrated as in spite of not being a part of the board, he has spearheaded the grievance redressal case with consumer courts related to rainwater seepage in basement.
Oh, that is such a problem, and a major concern is about whether it is damaging the towers.
True, but he has been able to bring South Citians across the globe to raise voice, and that is crucial.
And to round off the 24 members, we end with the engineer as we started, Mr. Tarun Kumar Sarkar, who has more than 36 years of experience in the oil and gas sector with a significant number of years with the ADNOC Group. With significant overseas experience in engineering, construction and manufacturing, he intends to focus on infrastructure related issues if elected.
Well, that is an incredible team, and I hope everyone votes to get them onto the board for 2020-2023. But you know what stood out? Is that they bring strong commitment and a passion, leveraging their strong capabilities and career experience to relentlessly work over the coming 3 years to ensure we resolve the issues, fix not only the broken parts but also the broken relations, to take everyone onto the journey through inclusivity and transparency so that we in South City can truly thrive. And we are ever more proud of this place we call home, South City.